of today's favorite TV series on the Netflix platform has to be The Umbrella Academy. A band of sibling misfits are trying to save the world from the apocalypse numerous times, and even though they have prevented the first one, it just keeps coming back as they are faced with the same problem, but this time under different circumstances. And fans were eager to know if there will be a third season. So did we. So today, we have first look into The Umbrella Academy Season 3. Enjoy. Season 2 Recap. Now let's go back in time like the Hargreaves did and see what happened during the second season of this franchise and what the band of misfits did, whether it was right or wrong. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the second season of The Umbrella Academy, shame on you. It is one hell of a show. You should do it right away. And for the ones that did watch it, this will be a short reminder for all you to reconnect with your favorite characters. So when the second season of The Umbrella Academy was announced, the excitement was enormous, as many of the fans were impatient to see it. And it delivered the expectations. According to many, even a better installment than the first one was. Not that the first season was bad, but rather the second one feeling more complex, more emotional, and even more connected, even tightly, that it just grips you and doesn't let go until you have finished it. The second season starts right after the first one ended. The group manages to pull off a risky escape from Vanya's apocalypse, and they find themselves scattered through time in Dallas, Texas. From what we can see right from the start, they are scattered through a 3-year time period, starting in the year of 1960. Believing that they are the only one left alive from the whole group, they go their own separate ways. They built their own lives and moved on. Luther is part of a mafia. Diego finds love in the mental hospital and is chased by the commission, which later hires him. Vanya is stranded on some farm babysitting. Allison is fighting for the right of the black people in Dallas and is married. And Klaus starts a cult on his way of the adventurous life he lives, on the road with Ben by his side, of course. However, for others, or number 5 to be precise, who is stuck in the middle of a doomsday, must find a way to reunite with his siblings and revert the timeline again, as things look bad the way they are right now.
I think I want to shoot a kid. Go home with that on my conscience.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that.
Season 3 Renewed. As it stands right now, Netflix hasn't renewed The Umbrella Academy for a third season. But that is not actually a bad thing, because they tend to wait a few months before announcing anything, no matter the popularity of the series. And seeing how Netflix works for their platform, regarding the news of a renewal or not, we will have something new in the next coming. Things should become clear. Witnessing that Season 1 was one of the biggest Netflix shows in 2019, and the popularity of Season 2, we can only imagine how eager they must be to release a third season of this installment. Season 3 Release Date. Regarding the release date, seeing that the renewal of the third season hasn't been announced yet, that is, if there will be a third season at all, which is highly likely considering how the first two panned out. The first one being one of the most watched TV shows on the platform, and the second season getting even better critics and higher grades than the first one, we are bound to see the announcement of the third season. There has been an 18-month period between the first two and the second season being released this summer. We should expect Season 3 to come out late 2021 or the early months of 2022. That is a long period of time, and amidst these conditions which we face every day, this period of time should be considered. However, there have been some hints that the show has already started and is put in production, and the shooting might be in Toronto, Canada.
We used my ability to time travel, but this time, I'll take you with me.
Season 3 Trailer. With the second season being out for only a couple of months, this last summer, a trailer for the third is long away from being released. In fact, we probably won't see one until the second half of 2021. And seeing the announcements from the first two, we will not be surprised if we see a cheeky, fun, short clip of the gang with one sole purpose of announcing the third season for the future. Season 3 Cast. The season we all love and like would not have been the same without the wonderful cast. So let's see who will stay, who is out, and who is returning to the cast for Season 3, at least what we know so far. First is first. All 6 members of the Hargreaves family will be there. Tom Hopper as number 1, Luther. David Castaneda as number 2, Diego. Emmy Raver Lampman as number 3, Allison. Robert Sheehan as number 4, Claus. Aidan Gallagher as number 5, and Ellen Page as number 7, Vanya. All will be back in action. And thanks to the events of Season 2 and the whole time-traveling shenanigans, we will see Sir Reginald Hargreaves, Combe Fior, reprising his role, and the new Justin H. Min Corporal form of Ben. And when these two are involved, or at least Sir Reginald, there is a high chance of some more chimp pogo on the big screen, and a bigger part of Adam Godley as well. And Lila, the 8th sibling, having escaped the Season 2 finale, it would mean that she will be there too, played by Ritu Arya, possibly in a more centered role, even a major one. We will have to wait and see to be for sure, mostly because of her unfinished business and her relationship with Diego. This is also not the end for Lila Pitts as Blackman, also having unfinished business with the family. The kind agent we all fell in love with his wits and charms, Herb, meaning Ken Hall, is also in the mix, now being the head of the organization, an aftermath of the events happening at the end of Season 2. Coming back from a bullet to the head, the handler might be back for the 3rd season. By a miracle, nonetheless. And honestly, who doesn't like Kate Walsh? One of the biggest Season 3 casting news when they come out will be the one of who is playing grown-up Harlan, and the 5 new members of the Sparrow Academy, who were purposely hidden in the shadows when they were shown on screen, leaving a little mystery for every one of us. Season 3 plot. Witnessing the events from both Season 1 and Season 2, 2 world apocalypses apprehended. The only suitable thing for the Hargreaves gang to do in the 3rd is to stop an Armageddon. Anything else would be out of their style, or even anticlimactic. Well, nothing much is known for the plot, or should we say anything, despite the fact of the siblings being put yet into another strange world in which they will have to adopt and work things out, as they always do. From what the 2nd season has shown us, there will probably be a parallel universe at hand, a parallel version of their original present, and even though have gone through so many things and situations, making their connection more stable, things are far from getting easier from this point on. In this reality, we quickly see the harsh Sir Reginald and his posture when the Umbrella Academy shows up, and him saying, "This is not your home," but rather the Sparrow Academy's home, an organization that possibly Hargreaves Sr. has been running long before our gang, who is the floating cube that is supposed to be an agent, and also Ben, the 6th from their universe, is the number 1 agent in this universe, and he is not particularly friendly, so to speak. Many questions that need answering, and even many more theories of how will the things unfold. However, on the bright side, from the Season 2 finale, we can clearly see that the siblings' powers are getting stronger and stronger. A vivid indication is the power of Diego to stop numerous bullets. Maybe the thing is, as they are growing, their powers are evolving with them accordingly. We can't wait to see what comes next. Their training was unfinished, as you might remember. They were together to the age of 14 or 15, a time when they all left the house to do their own things. A thing that could happen in the 3rd season is their discovery of their own powers and how strong they can be, and they will be put to a test in one of the harshest moments in the season. The timeline has changed so much, and everything is different. The whole world around them is not the one they are used to. And now, the commission being led by Herb might get involved in the upcoming events, but with a twist on their side, of course. Whatever happens, I think we can all be satisfied with how things will unfold. Whatever it may be, we will have to wait and see. And until then, search for some wonderful news and stay updated on the topic. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting videos like this in the future.